Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Okay guys, got a post here from Hedera and I think you're going to want to see this. So they say, Hedera ranks #1 in RWA blockchain development activity. According to Sentiment Feed, Hedera holds the top spot month over month with a score of 278.17. Sustained developer momentum as tokenization and on-chain finance scale. Wow, impressive. Well done, Hedera. So this is the thing for me, right? Like I've been showing you guys tokenization for a long time now. Like even one of the earlier stages on my channel, I was saying like tokenization is definitely one of the things to look out for. And as you can see, like tokenization is starting to really be noticed on a much bigger scale. You know, Leemon Baird had said it, best. Everything of value will be tokenized. So tokenization to me, I think it's actually going to be one of the bigger use cases for crypto technology. I do, because the things that you can tokenize to make more efficient, like imagine tokenizing the whole stock market, which we're essentially seeing, right? Was it NASDAQ who put in an application to see if they could tokenize their stocks and stuff, like tokenize the market, the NASDAQ market, and they got the go ahead. So, you got to think like what this can do in terms of making things more readily available. So for example, they could make it so that the stock market could become 24/7 like crypto, because I've said this before, but the crypto market is basically the stock market 2.0. It's like the next level up, right? Like crypto, you can trade 24/7, it's cheap to do so, and it happens instantly. That's all the things that the stock market can't do. But if they tokenize it, then they can do all those things. That makes it possible, right? And so this is the type of stuff that's going to be so beneficial, tokenizing real estate, tokenizing diamonds, tokenizing all sorts of things. And it's going to just open more doors and allow more people to have a lot more access. It's going to level the playing field, because people who didn't have certain levels of money that would have been blocked out of things like real estate, it doesn't matter now, because with tokenization, you can do fractionalized ownership, which means you just own a percentage. So it doesn't matter how small that percentage is, you can just own a percentage via tokenization. And you can still gain a yield on that percentage, no matter how big or small it is that you own, right, of that property. So when I look at this, seeing that RWA, Hedera #1 for the activity, the development activity, that's promising, because it shows you that a lot of people are seeing Hedera as one of the better platforms to use for such a big use case. I did say this to you before. Now, look, I don't know if we're really in a bull run at this point. Like, it's not looking good, is it? I'm sure you guys have seen the markets dipping and dipping. So I'm not here to say whether we are or not, because I have no idea. It's just not looking good. I'll be honest and say that. But I was told that usually each bull run has a theme. So the last bull run was DeFi. That was the big thing. And DeFi was popping off. Like if you got into certain DeFi projects in the last bull run, you stood to make some serious money. And I'm sure there's people who did. I made some decent money, but I didn't make serious money. But I know there was opportunities there because I was in it. Now, going by the theme for this bull run, I was actually told that it's possibly going to be tokenization. Now, we don't know for sure, but that's what I was hearing could be the next theme of the next bull run. So if we are talking about tokenization, you've actually got here that, Hedera is ranking #1 in RWA development activity. So doesn't that tell you something? Is that not going to look very good for Hedera then? Like if that is the case and people start looking at, okay, we need to get into tokenization projects, tokenization networks. Oh, okay, Hedera's #1 in blockchain development activity for RWA. Oh, great. Yeah, we need to invest in that then. Do you see what I mean? It's that kind of thing. And this is what I was saying to you guys before, like utility does help in terms of, bringing value to a network, but it doesn't set what a price is going to be. So there's no like utility that you can say this will get it to $1, for example. What happens is you see these things happening and then people speculate that will make it a valuable asset. So if you see, for example, things like this where they're saying Hedera is the top network to do RWA tokenization. If they're in a bull run and tokenization is the main theme that they're seeing going around, they will look around and say, we need to be in projects that are doing RWA tokenization, because that's the big thing that we keep hearing about. So whatever networks are doing this on a big scale, we'll invest in those because they should be likely to make money. They should be likely to go up in value. That's how this works. So it's not a thing where this is going to mean like, hey, Hedera is now going to go to $1 off of the back of this information, off the back of this, activity. No, but it's just going to lead people to speculate on expecting the price to go up, which obviously adds to buying pressure, which ultimately raises the price. That's how it works. So this is definitely great to see. And again, it just shows you that Hedera is a great network. It just shows you that developers are looking at Hedera as one of the top tier networks to go to if they want to do tokenization activity, RWA activity. And it's understandable. Like, we know, the hash graph, we know it as a network, we know how good it is, we know what it can do. So it's not really surprising to see this, but it's good. It's really good to see. And I do think it's going to add more confidence in people who are investing and potential investors as well. And as I say, whether we're in a bull run or not, when we do eventually get to a bull run, whether that's this year or, however many years time, who knows, it is going to be a thing where this is going to pull people in. This is going to be the type of thing that's going to attract people. Because even if RWAs is not the main theme of the next bull run, it's still a good utility aspect. It's still something that a lot of people are doing. Like, we're seeing tokenization, like, it's being used now on a big scale. We can see governments talking about it, etc. Like, it's not like a small thing. Like, there's going to be a lot of tokenization happening over the next amount of years, X amount of years. Like, it's going to be a big deal. So the more you can see these networks being picked like Hedera as a top choice, the more appealing it's going to be for even maybe governments and stuff to want to tokenize on there as well, right? Because if they're seeing like, oh, okay, a lot of people are looking at Hedera as the number one for RWA tokenization. Okay, we'll get with them too. We'll give them a go too. Do you see what I mean? It just adds that, instills that confidence. So yeah, I think this is really great to see. Hopefully it will continue, because it did say here month over month. So this isn't even like this is just a one-off. Apparently it's been holding this spot for a long time. And again, that just shows you this isn't like a thing where they've just had this one little bump. It's consistently like that, which again tells you a lot of people agree they're happy with this network because it's remaining in that top spot. So yeah, like, very, very impressive here. So yeah, to me, I think this is great to see. And I think this is just something that will only add more to the prestige of Hedera. It'll just show people that, yeah, the hashgraph is definitely one of the better networks if you're looking for this type of use case. So again, it's just that thing to let you know that, Hedera is definitely, in my opinion, one of the better networks, especially with this type of use case, which is going to be so big. I think that's a great thing to see, and hopefully we'll continue to see more of this. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Take care.